I tell you, folks, we have more fun than we should be allowed to have during the commercial breaks. Anyway, one day the reality show version of this will all come out. We go back to the Malzberg panel. Founder of New Heights Communication, Christy Setzer, and columnist at Breitbart.com, an American thinker, C. Edmund Wright. And Edmund, let me start with you this time. And the president, the rumor is Loretta Lynch, New York City prosecutor. I don't care who it is, really, at this point. It's not about that to me. What it's about is this is going to be rammed through in a lame duck Senate, and that's not the way it should be done.
No, of course it shouldn't. Lame duck shouldn't have anything to, lame duck Congress shouldn't have anything to do with something, moving forward like this. I don't know much about this this particular, attorney. Just glanced at her history yesterday. It was a very favorable report. But again, if it's so favorable, if she's so strong, if she's such a good appointee, you'd actually think the Obama administration would want this as a chance to actually show they want to work with Congress, which they clearly don't. But they would use this as a great, benign opportunity to do so.
Wow.
What about it, Christy?
Yeah, so that shows that we have no short-term or long-term memory about the way Congress has been working with the president, particularly when it comes to his nominees. I don't think that Harry Reid particularly wanted to change the laws of the Senate so that nominees like this one would only need 51 votes as opposed to 60. But I think that he had to, realizing that they would get absolutely nothing done because Republicans were voting en masse in a block against every nominee, going against historical precedent where Congress did actually work together. So no, I don't think this is a matter of the president not wanting to work with Congress. I think it's a matter of Republicans not wanting to work with the president. Sorry.
Hey, Christy, let me ask you about the 350 bills that are laying on Harry Reid's desk. Is that working together, Christy?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, here's what you guys are expecting. Here's what Republicans are expecting the president to do at this point. And I guess I'll say, and by extension.
No. Answer my question. Answer my question about working together. What about the 350 bills that the House passed that Harry Reid had no use for?
Yeah, well, he had no use for them because it was things that went against the will of the people, like 50 separate votes to repeal parts or all of Obamacare.
It went against the will of the people when the people's representatives voted for it?
Yes, they didn't vote for it. That's the point. Do you think that the Americans want to actually defund Obamacare? They never, ever, ever said that. What they wanted to do was
Here we go back to Obamacare.
At the sides of it. They wanted to tinker with it, which is fair.
Yeah, Edmund.
I hope Christy runs the Democrat National campaign in 2016 with that kind of delusion. Obamacare is not popular. But Harry Reid's not popular. In fact, firing Harry Reid was one of another big talking point on Republican campaigns. He sat on 300 bills, didn't even bring them to the floor of the Senate, which he controlled the majority.
Crazy bills. They were crazy bills to defund.
Oh, they were crazy bills. Crazy bills.
Who are you to call the bills crazy when the 250 Republicans elected across the country passed them?
By a fringe part of both, not just America, but of Europe.
Hey, you know what, Christy, most of those bills had bipartisan support. You know what was a crazy bill and was partisan and was against the will of the country and had no bipartisan vote, not even one? That was your Obamacare bill that the public rejects. That's the only crazy bill.
I love talking about this. That Congress had been discussing Obamacare for a year and a half. Every single component of that bill.
Christy, you sound a lot like Debbie. You sound a lot like Debbie Wasserman Schultz. You really sound a little delusional here.
Yeah. You seem to forget that it came from, again, the Massachusetts law brought forth by Mitt Romney. That's what Obamacare is based on. Yes, of course it is. It was every part of it was Republican. So, it was only until President Obama started championing it that you guys were opposed to it. Sorry. That's just the case. That's the reality.
Let me give Christy a little founding fathers lesson here. It's one thing for one of these several states. Excuse me. It's one thing for one of the It's one thing for one of the several states to try something. It's an entirely different thing to have a distant federal government impose it on the whole country. Mitt Romney was pathetic at making that point. I'm a little better at making it. It's apples and oranges, and only the idiot Republican consultants kind of allowed that, to hurt Romney.
All right, well said, Christy and Edmund. I got to go. Appreciate it. We'll be back with some digital news next. Don't go away.